Magnetism, aura, and charisma, there's a lot of things unsaid and a lot of things that nobody knows about. And today I want to share a lot of stuff with you that people know nothing about. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Susie, and I do a lot of research on beauty, magnetism, and aura. For starters, magnetism is something that's infinite. There's infinite knowledge and possibilities about magnetism, and nobody really talks about it. It's not really like a step by step to get there. It's more like it's infinite. You can have two people that are super magnetic, and one of them is doing something completely different than the other person. So magnetism is really, it's infinite. There's infinite possibilities to be magnetic, and I think it's really interesting because there's no right way to do it. You can do anything and become magnetic, or you cannot do those same things and still you are magnetic. Okay, so let's start with the fun facts. Charisma has nothing to do with being loud, confident, or attractive. Some of the most magnetic people, they barely speak. That's really interesting because people think that to be magnetic, you have to be hot, you need to be super thin, skinny, you need to be loud, you need to scream, you need to show people that you have money, but it's really not the case. It's something within yourself and it's powerful. It's like a force or an energy that radiates in your body. And you can be broke, you can be fat, you can be ugly, and still be magnetic. We all seen it with actors or people that you know in your day-to-day life. When you look at them, you're like, ugh, but they have something to them that draws you in. Okay, so next we have people feel your emotional baseline before they process your words. That's why someone can say nothing and still come in the room. So, like I said, because it's an energy within, you can say nothing. And so when you walk in a room, all eyes on are you. And this is so powerful. I love this study. It's so powerful. Like what? You can just go in a room, say nothing, and everybody still look at you. Okay, so fact number two, your nervous system sets your aura. A regulated, calm body reads as safety, and people are biologically drawn to it. So here's an example. Your nervous system, for some of you that don't know about it, it's like it's really your nervous system. It's when you feel nervous, when you feel tense, that's your nervous system not feeling safe. But when you're calm, your nervous system is calm. So it could be when you're working out, when you're watching a TV show, when you're eating, when you're reading a book, anything that when you're calm, that means that your nervous system is calm. And you're gonna realize that the people that are the calmest are the most magnetic because you feel safe around them. And the people that are always irritated or reactive, you never feel safe around them because you never know what's going to happen next with them. It's unpredictable and it feels tense. When you're around somebody that's tense, you're going to feel tense and it doesn't feel good. That's why they're not magnetic. But the person that's calm, even in situations that are so stressful and they're still calm, you're going to feel so much better around them. So fun fact number three, charisma increase when you move slower. Slowness signals certainty. The brain reads rush energy as insecurity. So once again, somebody that's rushing all over has to go walk this way, that way, super fast. It feels like that person doesn't know what she's doing and she's just wasting her energy like that, and it's not really like magnetic. I also realized that broke people, they act this way too. They rush around, they just throw their body everywhere. But the wealthy people, the rich people, the classy people, they move slow. They're really intentional with their movements. They're not gonna sit up and sit down for no reason. Like you're gonna see those type of behaviors with crackheads, you know what I mean? They're just all over the place. They sit up, they sit down, they lean, they do stuff that's like what? Or they're fidgeting all the time. All of that equals your nervous system not feeling safe, so you're not feeling safe in your body. But when you're super calm and intentional with the way you move, with where you're going, oh, I have to go pick up this glass of water, so I'm gonna step up and just go do it. It feels like you're not wasting your time, you're not wasting your energy. You know your time is precious, and you're gonna do things super calmly. And when people are beside you, they're gonna feel calm too. Okay, so fun fact number four, People with a strong magnetism, they're not trying to be like. They really do not care about people's opinion, people criticism, people hating on them. They just do not care. It's just noise, literally just noise. And you have to learn how to stop caring about people's opinion. I can literally help you guys on this. I might make a video how to stop caring about people's opinions, hate, criticism. Once you really understand that it's normal, it's a byproduct, it's life. Once you stop seeing it as something that's huge and big, it's when you can really stop caring about people's hate and opinions. And the most magnetic people, they just don't care. They know who they are. If they want to act that way or if they want to dress that way, they do it. Even though the whole world is behind them saying, it's ugly, you cannot wear this, you cannot, you're a whore, you cannot. Even if the whole world says stuff like that, they just do not care and they just live their own life. So it makes you so much more magnetic. Another fun fact is that your aura expands when you are internally focused. When you are scanning the room for reaction, it does not expand. Self-anchor people feel powerful. I remember being in a room and I would always look around and see if people would look at me or if they would react when they see me, and I would see nothing. Crickets, nothing. But when I would be in a room and I wouldn't care if people would look at me or not, I would just feel observed and I would see people looking at me. But not because I was searching for it, just because I happened to see it. So there's a huge difference when you're in a room and when you're like looking for a validation, looking for compliments. When you're looking for something, you're not having it because you're looking for it, right? But when you don't care about it, it's right there in your face. Like literally, I would look up in the aisle and boom, somebody would be looking at me because I didn't care if people would look at me or not. So it's more powerful for you to not care and to just be in your own body and just live your life. Okay, you're going to a grocery store, just go there and buy stuff. People will look at you naturally. But when you're there and you're like, okay, my goal is to be super hot and for everyone to look at me, and then you're consciously looking at everybody to see if they're looking back at you, it doesn't match. It doesn't match because the magnetic version of yourself wouldn't be looking for validation. You would already have the validation. It's like Kim Kardashian when she walks for a red carpet. Do you see her actively looking to see if people look at her? Of course not. She knows people are looking at her. Why would you be actively looking to see if people are looking? It's like a waste of energy, waste of time. Instead, you can put that energy in your body and just be yourself, be your true self, be in your body, breathe, appreciate the moment, and just move on. So, fun fact number 6 is that silence amplifies charisma. Pausing before speaking, it makes people lean in mentally and emotionally. I remember when I was at school, at university or college, whatever you want to call it, and the teacher would ask all of us questions and it was my turn to answer the question. I was so shy, but I remember I when I it was my turn to speak, I took a huge pause and everyone, the whole class was staring right at me. And I was like, and then I answered a question. I think it was like a give me a fun fact about you. That's so weird. What's the coincidence? And I was like, oh, I have 5 brothers and 1 sister. It's a lot, I think, from the same parents. So it was a fun fact. But when I was talking, my voice was shaking because I was shy at that time, speaking in front of like people. I don't know why. Now I just don't care anymore because I'm used to it. But I was so shy. All of this to say that I've realized how my silence before speaking, it really got the whole class hooked on me. Like, is she gonna talk? Is she shy? Is she gonna say something smart? People are just, they're trying to guess what you're gonna say because you didn't talk for 1 to 3 seconds. So it makes you more mysterious and it gives more to your charisma. Okay, fun fact number 7, your self conscious decides how other people are going to treat you before you even speak and before they even speak. People respond to the role you believe you occupy. I've always talked about this on my other videos, but your identity is dictating everything and anything about you. You can literally not know a thing about magnetism and aura, but if you believe and know that you're beautiful and you're the most magnetic, you're gonna be magnetic. People are gonna treat you that way, and you're gonna treat yourself that way. So I've always talked about it. Identity is the baseline, it's the foundation, it's super important. And once you really work on your identity, I have a video on this on my channel. You should go look at it. But once you work on your identity, you can have anything. You can have more money, better relationships, more magnetism, more beauty, your dream body. Like, I did it for so many things in my life and it works. Trust me. Once again, you can study everything and anything about magnetism, but if you view yourself as somebody that's not magnetic, that people don't look at, people don't care about, you're gonna reflect that in your reality and people are gonna treat you that way because that's who you believe you are. Fact number 8, charisma is felt the strongest when you are comfortable receiving attention instead of performing for it. So I've also realized this for myself. When I would perform to be more magnetic, oh, I would get nothing, no results at all. People would be like, ugh, like it's too much. I remember I used to do it. I was in Germany walking in the streets with like my family, and I would feel like, oh, I'm the most magnetic. And I would literally perform for that role, and nobody would look at me. Like, I feel like I would repulse people because it's like, oh, she's so full of herself. But when you're just being yourself and you're just walking, okay, yes, even before taking the walk outside, you should just say once, like, okay, I'm super magnetic, I'm leaving that intention, that's it. But when you walk, you don't have to constantly say to yourself, I'm magnetic, because it's too much. It's like, okay, calm down. Like, if you know you're magnetic, you don't have to constantly say it over and over again. So don't forget that when you're performing, it's too much. It's like when you're performing, it's like you're not that person. It's like you're doing the extra work, but you do not have to do the extra work. Just be your true self and know that you're that version and let God guide you all the way you walk, the way you talk, your posture. Just let God do the work. Fun fact number 9 is that the body mirrors belief. When you trust yourself, your posture, your breath, your micro movement, they change automatically. So, like I said, it's about belief. Um, when you believe that you're magnetic and beautiful, your body is automatically gonna do what it has to do to become it, because it's a lot of work when you think about it. When, like I told you, fact number 1, magnetism is infinite. It's not one right way, it's not a step by step. Yes, there's like similar concept that you need to understand, but after that, your voice, the way you look, your eyes, the way you breathe, your posture, the way your body moves, all of that is a lot of work if you would micromanage each one of them. It's literally impossible. You have to let God take control of your body and let him do the work, because God created all of this. God created life, so he knows exactly how you should breathe, how you should talk, how you should move your body to for you to be magnetic. So lean into God, lean into the power, the infinite intelligence. It's gonna guide you all the way, but it's also good for you to understand and notice, because now you don't have to do the extra work, you don't have to perform, you don't have to guess, okay, but how should I react, how should I do this and that. It's too much work when you're just being yourself and you trust in God and your belief. You're just gonna be good. So yeah, you're just gonna feel so guided, and it's gonna be a piece of cake. Literally everything is gonna happen automatically, and it's piece of cake, super easy peasy. So next, the last fun fact is that the most magnetic people feel fully within themselves. Nothing is missing, energy is irresistible. So when you're magnetic, it's not like a finish line. It's not like, okay, in order for me to be magnetic, I need to have my career, I need to have money, I need to have my family and kids. No, it's not. There's no finish lines. No finish lines. You're magnetic now as you are. You could be broke, you could be fat, you could be ugly, you're magnetic now, because everything is going to rearrange for you. Everything is going to meet you there, right? So if everything is meeting me there, I might change my diet, I might work out every day, I might change my hair, I might change the way I dress the way I do my makeup, everything is gonna happen spontaneously. And that's the beauty of magnetism. You don't have to force and overly do. You just have to be because you're already magnetic as the way you are. And when it says that the most magnetic people feel full within themselves, you have to feel it. You have to be in your body. Being magnetic is about being in your body. Think about the people that want to escape themselves with like drugs, with work. Their focus is on the external, a substance outside of themselves, work, I don't know, alcohol, surgeries. It's always something outside of yourself. And one thing with something that's outside of yourself, it's gonna run out. It's always gonna be the next drugs. It's always gonna be the next alcohol. Like your life depends on something that's external. Do you know how powerless that is? It's so powerless. You're telling me that to enjoy your life and to fully be yourself, you have to go take some drugs, you have to go drink alcohol, you have to go get the next surgery, even though you already had 15 surgery, you have to go get next. Do you see how powerless that is? Do you think God is like that? God is constantly looking for something external to become even more powerful. Magnetic people, they don't think that way. Magnetic people, they feel full right now. Right now I feel whole and complete. I don't need anything. I do not need anything. Everything follows me. Everything that I need comes to me. So it's really like a mindset shift. Once you get it, good. If you don't get it, it's fine. You're gonna learn it maybe the hard way, but you're still gonna learn it. But this is all fun facts about aura, magnetism, and charisma. So, magnetism isn't something you add, it's what shows up when you stop leaking your energy outwards. If you want a full video on how to build this as your baseline, subscribe and comment aura down below. Thank you so much for watching and see you on the next video.